Virat Kohli and Gautam Gambhir, are they fighting or not?
I have never seen them fighting. They are in very good cordial relationship.
The whole world has seen them fighting on the
That I haven't seen it.
during the IPL. We all saw.
IPL?
Yeah.
I did not. Maybe I did not saw that match because I am with them when they are representing the country. Not possible.
No doubt you are a good lawyer. So there is a grip of Gujarat because of political power over cricket. How true is this?
Absolutely incorrect.
Virat
Nobody
Kohli
can
and
force
Rohit
any-
Sharma's retirement.
Nobody can force a player of the stature of Virat Kohli to take a decision. He is into that level.
You keep the phone open for the CM.
CM and also for our ICC chairman. When he was BCCI secretary, he used to give me.
You have two tormentors. Why is BCCI not under RTI? Why are you so against transparency?
I don't think there is any requirement of any transparency in that respect.
Because it's
Because if suppose RTI, they will ask us the minutes about the selection committee's meeting. Will we be able to give it?
Why not? Let's
No.
be transparent.
No, you cannot. The basic criteria is that you must receive fund from the government.
Public.
So as we are not receiving, how we should be accountable?
When we have the ICC president from India, why can't we have the trophy back? Why can't we just tell the Pakistani chairman, Pakistan board chairman, that give it back or you will face punishment?
The Asia Cup is not within the domain of ICC. So ICC has no direct control over Asian Cricket Council's activities. It is very childish on their part not to hand over trophy in spite of losing. And for the whole world, India is the champion in the last Asia Cup.
Which one is tougher, handling the Jubin Garg case here in Assam or handling Pakistan? Or handling
Both are equally challenging.
Or handling the shift of Guwahati High Court to Northern Bank of. Understand one very important issue of national importance. Why does Gautam Gambhir not smile at all? Is it because you people put a lot of pressure, or is it the team members put a lot of pressure on him?
I have seen him lot of times smiling, and yesterday IPL is really putting a challenge to the players because lot of players are avoiding state teams or domestic cricket to concentrate on IPL. So South Africa is playing wonderfully.
You are not taking the name of quote unquote our greatest rival Pakistan.
They were nowhere in the horizon.
T20 World Cup is just a week away, not even a week away. And India is not only the host country this time, we are also the defending champions. And to discuss about cricket, who is a better person than the BCCI secretary himself? Welcome to India Today NE. And today we have with us Devajit Saikia, Secretary BCCI, also someone from the Northeast. And for the first time on a national media platform, the BCCI secretary is going to discuss about cricket and Indian team's prospects and a lot of politics also. And I'll start the discussion with politics only. Only yesterday, Pakistan has said that it will not play against India in Colombo on 15th of February. What's your reaction as BCCI secretary?
First of all, I am not a competent person to speak anything about politics. But however, as you were asking a question relating to cricket with some semblance of politics, so let me respond to your query very straight away. That till now we have not received any information, any instruction, either from any of the concerned authority or from ICC regarding who is playing, who is not playing. The schedule was announced about 3 months back in Bombay. I was part of that announcement, and we are preparing our matches in 5 venues as per the schedule, and we are going ahead with it. Only replacement was Scotland, who are taking the place of Bangladesh. So we are readying ourselves with the venues and the matches as per the schedule, except one change, that is Bangladesh replaced by Scotland. And beyond that, there is no further instructions. So right at this moment, it will not be appropriate on my part to give any comment what you were asking.
Okay, for a moment, forget that you are BCCI secretary. You are also an Indian, a former cricket player, a cricket lover. India always had that moral high ground of not playing against Pakistan for the obvious reasons, for all the things that Pakistan has done against India beyond cricket. But this time, Pakistan is saying that they are not going to play against India. So earlier, there was a debate when India played Pakistan in Asia Cup. As BCCI secretary, as an Indian, in whichever position you take, how does it feel that what we should have done? We had this moral high ground. Of course, we avoided handshake and all that. But now Pakistan is doing the same thing against us. And cricket is very interlinked with politics because BCCI and the government faced a lot of criticism when India played Pakistan in Dubai.
So far as BCCI is concerned, we are not playing Pakistan in bilateral matches for about 12 or 13 years since 2012 onwards. But after that, whatever matches are being organized in any ICC events, that is multinational events, India has never refused to play against any country, not only Pakistan or any other countries. India is always playing, and in spite of lot of negativity and lot of public opinion that we should not participate in Asia Cup also, we decided to follow the policy framed by the government of India regarding India's participating in any events, not only in cricket, but any sports, any discipline with Pakistan in any international matches. So we have to play as per the policy of the central government, the policy we are strictly following, and we have not bucked down, or we did not retract from playing against Pakistan in the Asia Cup, although it is a different story that in spite of winning the trophy, winning the championship, the trophy is not yet with us. But anyway, we are playing, and we have not refused to play against Pakistan in any other forum other than the bilateral match.
As you raised the question, this trophy thing, Asia Cup, why BCCI or ICC, they are not doing anything against Pakistan board, because it's very illegal to keep the trophy. The India deserved the trophy, and still the team India didn't get the trophy.
As you were asking me, we had a meeting in November in Dubai. ICC has every 3 months there is a meeting of ICC board members. So in that board members, I did had an occasion to discuss this issue with my Pakistani counterpart, and things were moving ahead. But after that, the things again got deteriorated with some issues in Delhi. There's bomb blast and all, etc. So things will definitely take shape, and finally, at one day, we'll get the trophy. But it is very childish on the part of Pakistan not to hand over the trophy to us, in spite of losing all the matches against us in Asia Cup.
But as a cricket lover, as a normal fan, I tend to ask, when we have the ICC president from India, why can't we have the trophy back? Why can't we just tell the Pakistani chairman, Pakistan board chairman, to give it back, or you will face punishment?
The Asia Cup is not within the domain of ICC. So ICC has no direct control over Asian Cricket Council's activities. We have not formally lodged any complaint, but if certain things develop and if we are feeling that nothing is happening, at one point of time we will have to request ICC to step in. But till now, we are hoping that good sense will prevail with Pakistan and they will hand over the trophy. It is very childish on their part not to hand over trophy in spite of losing. And for the whole world, India is the champion in the last Asia Cup, winning handsomely against Pakistan once or twice in the whole tournament. And I'm sure for the people and for the cricket lovers everywhere, India is the champion. The scoreboard says so. The persons who were present there, they have seen it. You have seen it in your television also, that who won the match.
Absolutely. But because I have the opportunity, I can ask this question also, that we had a policy, not a policy, but we saw that our players didn't shake hands with Pakistani players. Now, was it decision taken by the team at that moment, or there was some instruction from BCCI?
Shaking hand is not a part of the regulations of any ICC or any matches. This is the thing. This is a pleasantry exchange by the players. If somebody is not doing it, nobody can put any blame on that. So I don't think there was any instructions from any quarter. It was spontaneous decision of the persons who were present at the field.
Before I go back to BCCI, I would like our viewers to know, viewers beyond Northeast, that Devajit Saikia, before he became BCCI secretary, he is also a lawyer, accomplished lawyer. And before that, he was a Ranji level player, a wicket keeper. a very good wicketkeeper, and I'll share a personal anecdote. I know him, though not as Devajit Saikia, BCCI secretary, since I was probably 8 or 9 years old, and he tormented me in a very different way. So he played on behalf of Guwahati, and I come from a small town called Tihu. So there is a cricket tournament, and where he, along with a Sardarji friend, they went and decimated the local team, and he scored heavily. His friend destroyed the Tihu batting lineup. So I haven't forgotten him since then. I didn't know he's the same guy. I had the. I remember that there was one wicket keeper from the Guwahati team who destroyed our team years back. And last year,
that was not Guwahati team. That was our local team,
Bhangagar team.
So
So, but in Tihu, we called any team that came from Guwahati, we called it Guwahati team. So I always remember that one person, one wicket keeper came. His wicket keeping was also very chirpy. He was that time he was kind of sledging, and then as the batsman, he destroyed us. So hopefully, I'll try to torment you today. So you became a lawyer, and you were the Advocate General of Assam. He has a dual responsibility. I'd like to know which job is tougher, the Advocate General's job or the BCCI Secretary job?
Both are.
You can't be diplomatic.
I won't be diplomatic because both are very high pressure jobs. Now, with the upcoming election in Assam, the job of Advocate General is very pressurizing, not only pressurizing, very demanding. And at the same time, the ICC World Cup is also there. So that also requires a lot of attention. So I cannot right now straight away say that which job is more tough.
It's a diplomatic answer.
No, this is not diplomatic answer. I am honest with you because I divide my time for my work in my court as well as the work in BCCI. So now with a lot of meetings happening.
I'll make it simpler. Which one is tougher, handling the Jubin Garg case here in Assam or handling Pakistan? Or handling
both are equally challenging.
Or handling the shift of Guwahati High Court to northern bank of Brahmaputra. Which one is tougher?
All are interesting chapters. These are different chapters. It is just like a Netflix movie, a Prime Video movie, or the G5 movie. It's like that. You change the channel and you get involved with that. When I am in the court, I forget about BCCI. And when I'm in Bombay BCCI office or in an online meeting with my BCCI colleagues, I forget about the court. So it is basically, I compartmentalize my time. So when I'm doing, now I'm in a studio. So I'm forgetting everything except your face and the queries which I'm going to get. So I'm more more prepared to receive your missiles now.
The focus.
So I don't think about BCCI. I don't think about court also. The missiles coming from Kaushik is more dangerous. So I have to be here and focus on it.
The focus of he's trying to disarm a journalist. The focus of a wicketkeeper is still there.
Yes. The best part is that when the bowler starts running, he concentrates. Otherwise, once he receives the ball, after that he relaxes.
Yeah.
So when I relax, I get some time for BCCI also. So it is shifting of my concentration and my attention.
Okay. So there is also this allegation, means some people say that you are very close to Assam CM Himanta Biswa Sharma. You were also very close to ICC President Jai Shadi. And because you are very well networked, though you are a well-accomplished cricketer, you have every credential to hold the job that you are holding. Some people say that you have the proximity, that's why you are the BCCI secretary. And instead of the president, you are running the show, the BCCI show. Because there is usually when presidents like Dalmia was there, or even during Saurav Ganguly's time, we used to see the president up front. Now, during Jaisha's time also, he used to run the show. Now you are running the show. Why is it so?
I don't agree with your opinion. You can have your own perception and the people can have their own perception. But in BCCI, we have Apex Councils, five core members, the office bearers, plus we have 2 members from the players community, 1 male, 1 female, and 1 representative of the CAG. So these 9 members, plus we have a GC, where Arun Dhumal is the chairperson and 2-3 other persons are also part of this. These 11-12 persons are the core team who decides everything in BCCI, and we are doing it as a teamwork. There is no individual activities in BCCI. Plus, we have a very good team in BCCI led by Hemang Amin, who is a CEO. We have a very good financial team with a legal head. Vishwa is there. So, very nice team. It cannot be said that this is one-man show. This is a joint. We are presently running WPL. You see, can one person run? And next week the IPL is starting. In between, we have the New Zealand series just over. Prior to that, we have various activities regarding the IPL auctions and etc. in various places. So it is not the job. It cannot be a job of one person. It has to be a teamwork. And BCCI is a very good team. Has a very good team. Maybe the office bearers are framing the policies, but for implementation, the team helps, and we have to monitor everything. So there is no such thing that one person is running the show, whether it during the present time or the previous time.
I'll come to WPL, which is a very interesting concept, and it's much delayed, but now done. As a common cricket fan, whenever I see my team play bad, I would maximum vent out my anger with my friends, or I'll go to social media like millions in India. Now you are in a position when you can just pick up the phone and call up the player or the team. So how do you vent out your anger? And we would be angry on many things. Like we would be angry on players' performance. We would be angry on the coach, Gautam Gambhir. We would be angry on the selectors. We have opinion on everything that BCCI does. From team selection to the fielding position to the bowling chains. You are in a position you can reach out to them, those who make those decisions. Also, you are a cricket lover. Means you would have the same sentiment that I would have. Oh, this should have been. So, do you just pick up the call and pick up the phone and say, "Okay, why didn't you do this?"
We do not act in knee-jerk reactions in BCCI. We have set policy. We have proper timing for any kind of discussion. So one match India lost the 4th T20 and the 5th India won handsomely. Prior to that, 3 matches India won. Previous to that, India lost the test series. So ups and downs are there. So we have to think about a general policy, uniform policy, and there are various persons who are giving the inputs. We have a CEC cricket committee. We have our coaches, the selectors, everybody has opinion, and we have time to time we have general meetings. So one particular action, one particular match, one particular non-performance will not make us react immediately. So
But
we always
consistent non-performance, like we have lost test matches.
test matches, that is an area of concern, and we are looking after it. We still have 9 test matches in the next 2 years cycle. So we hope we will overturn the circle and come to a positive way to win the matches so that we can reach the WTC final in 2027. But the thing is that we acknowledge that there is some shortfall in our test team, and we are trying to remedy all the loopholes.
So when I shared this with my colleagues that I would interview you, they all wanted to understand one very important issue of national importance. The question is, why does Gautam Gambhir not smile at all? Is it because you people put a lot of pressure, or is it the team members put a lot of pressure on him?
I have seen him lot of times smiling, and yesterday I saw a photograph after the series was over. He was playing with his dogs and he was smiling.
But he was smiling with the dogs. I am
No,
talking about
he was always
with his
smiling.
team members.
It is a wrong perception, or the camera person took that moment when the situation is a tense moment in the game. Even when you have a tough interview, you do not smile. So that problem is that if you look at, suppose you Guwahati, there is always this issue of artificial flood. Your television channels pick up one particular moment for 5 seconds and play it the whole day, as if the whole day the Guwahati is flooded. That is not the correct position. So Gautam Gambhir smiles also, Gautam Gambhir is serious also. So you have taken the photograph or the video of his position when he was a little bit tense maybe with the game. But he also smiles, he enjoys. I have seen him enjoying with the team.
But the larger perception is that every coach, they come with perceptions. Like Ravi Shastri was a happy-go-lucky, flamboyant coach. John Wright was more of a behind the scene kind of person, less expressive.
You go to Greg Chappell, he was a disciplinarian.
Greg Chappell was a legend. Means it was a different story altogether. Let's not talk about it. But Gautam Gambhir is the general perception is that he's always upset, he's always angry, he's always sulking. This is the perception that if you do a public vote, then 90% people you can't.
Your survey can do.
We
cannot do that.
You cannot blame.
Today's survey will have all these all these segments, but not BCCI do not segment this.
Camera.
We want performance, and he is performing. Under him, we have won the Champions Trophy. But we have won the Asia Cup. Also. You win some, we lose some.
I'm not blaming him. I'm just saying that the perception, the perception of
people want the moon. That is the thing. All other teams are equally good. So sometimes our team plays very good, become champion. Sometimes the other team also, we have to acknowledge the performance of the other team also.
So the BCCI secretary assures us that the Indian dressing room is in a fantastic mood at the moment.
Absolutely. So that is why
only
4-1, 4-1.
Only the T20 dressing room or Test dressing room also?
I am not privy to I do not have the access to the dressing room. But we see the results, we see the statistics, we see the scoreboards, and finally, the people's feeling. So when India is winning, whether it is T20 match or Test match, we are elated, we enjoy. When there is a loss, we are always feeling bad. So that is the part of life.
There is another layman query. So the selection.
What is your query?
Not my queries. When this team selection happens, of course, 15 get selected and rest, they fall apart. So when someone, they don't get selected, so do you get calls or others, BCCI officials, Sir, mera kyun nahi hua is baar?
We don't get calls. We see the social media, and in social media, there are a lot of opinions expressed. And there are... No, we have seen that there is a concerted move also. That a particular X is not selected, so he have his team to highlight that. So that we are observing, but at some point of time, we'll have to take a call on that. But the thing is that India is such a large country, so many players. We can today field 3 white ball cricket teams, equally same.
Of course, every move will be debated because there are thousands of...
And the selectors are really having a tough time to select 15 when he has a pool of 75 equally good players. So there will be some heartburnings for somebody.
So now you have mentioned a very important thing that on social media, some players who are left out, couldn't make it to the team, they create that social media narrative, they build that narrative, and you have noticed that, the board has noticed that. So the board is looking at it as someone making the noise to get noticed, or the board is thinking, okay,
that is a shadow fighting.
Okay, you are doing this, you are doing a shadow fighting, we'll now ensure that you never get back.
No, we are not vindictive. We are not vindictive, but certain things are not good because they are part of the system. They have to accept that today I am performing, I am in the team. If I am not performing, take the classic example of Ishan. BCCI is never, everybody is getting back into the team and performing well. And that when they were left out of the contract also, it has done good for them. So you see the positivity, the positive results of the tough decisions BCCI has taken under Jaisa 2 years ago.
So now that you have mentioned Ishan Kishan, so are there other examples also of players who get success and then they drift for many factors, and then BCCI comes into play, they ensure that he's disciplined or she's disciplined?
We always encourage them to come to the domestic cricket, perform, get back into the focus, into the limelight, and join the team. That is the circle we are following. If a player is not performing in the national team, we request him to go and play the domestic, go and score runs, and the selectors are observing you.
Is it also not a fact that India is doing poorly in test matches because players are focusing less on domestic matches like Ranji matches or other tournaments, more on IPL, because IPL is a kind of instant quick journey to the national team, at least to the T20 team?
I don't say like that. I'll put it in a different way. IPL is really putting a challenge to the players because a lot of players are avoiding state teams or domestic cricket to concentrate on IPL, which is very lucrative, I should say.
Yeah.
So that is one challenge, and there are some kinds of players, few players are there who do not want to represent the country, rather than they are more happy with the franchisee cricket.
Okay.
That is not only happening in India, it is a big issue in West Indies also. In various countries, this is giving a tough time to pick up a good national team. So the main players, they are more focused and more attracted towards the franchisee cricket. So that is a challenge we are, and we have to work out something to encourage players to come to the domestic cricket in whatever format and play the national team and go to the IPL.
So what's the blueprint? Are you you have to
we are in the process of preparing a blueprint on that. And various levels this has been discussed, and there are several brainstorming sessions also.
So will it be made mandatory that
I cannot predict anything, but there will be something to encourage players. Maybe we have to increase monetarily also. We have already done it, but we have to do more to attract the players to play the domestic cricket who are otherwise selected for the franchisee cricket teams.
What's your take on the future of Test cricket? Do you think that with all these incentives, would you be able to ensure that Test cricket survives? Because the attention span, the length, and the kind of rigor and skill set and dedication, commitment.
Absolutely. Test cricket is there to stay. If you look at the India series in England, everybody was glued to the television. I think you also enjoyed the whole 4 Test match.
Yeah.
When there is a Ashes series full of people, then other countries also, they are playing Test matches. Maybe not 5 days, five matches, maybe 2 or 3. There is a lot of attraction to the Test match, and it is going to stay. We thought that ODI is facing some challenges, that 50 overs format, but everything will stay back.
Do you think that eventually Test and T20 will remain, ODI will be faced?
No, ODI will also be there. If take the classic example of 2023 World Cup in India, all the matches were jam-packed, and so much of attraction was there. People were fully behind that whole tournament, whole 1.5 months. Everybody was enjoying the World Cup in India. So same is happening in 2 years' time. So I don't think there are some challenges that crowd may not come to the stadium, but the viewership in the television and the various digital platforms, it is roaring, it is going up and up.
So I watched the last match, last T20 match after the presentation. It looked very good because almost all batters came to form just before the T20. Abhishek already doing fantastic. Ishan Kishan, what a comeback. Surya Kumar Yadav is back into runs. He as he says that his form never went away, only runs were not coming. But bowling is somewhere a concern, which they accepted also. There are some areas which need to be. I'm not getting into the details because I leave that to the domain of the coaches and players. But for BCCI Secretary Devajit Saikia, who would be our impact player? You have to take one name.
That is the think tank who are present in the...
No, as a fan. I'm not asking you to...
As a secretary, I should not say. For me, all the 11 players or all the 15 players are impact player.
You are being diplomatic.
Because that is why when 15 players made it to the squad, that means they must have impacted in their team, whichever team they have represented. Otherwise, they would not have been playing for India in a World Cup marquee tournament. So every player has their potential to turn the match around in favor of the country.
So if not India, which team might win the World Cup? For us, India. But
for me, India is all the time.
If you see there is a threat from any team, which is the team that India should be wary of, should be careful about?
In T20 matches, 1 over 5 balls can change the outcome of a match. So it is very difficult to predict.
But still, based on forms and other things, which team you think is the nearest rival to India? I am framing it in a more positive way.
There are 2-3 teams. Australia is there. England is playing well. South Africa, who were the runners-up in Barbados 2 years ago. So South Africa is playing wonderfully.
You are not taking the name of quote unquote our greatest rival, Pakistan.
They were nowhere in the horizon.
they are nowhere in the horizon. So you don't, even if they play, you don't think that they would come anywhere.
You can follow their results for last 2 years.
What would be there are several new teams coming up.
That is why Afghanistan.
Afghanistan is already a established team, but other
a lot
teams
of
like
other
Scotland,
teams.
Oman,
Yes, even USA can.
USA. So among
there are a lot of dark horses, I can see.
Among these new teams, have you found one team that which you would be very interested in? Like last ODI World Cup, Afghanistan came up with a surprise.
Even Afghanistan is a dark horse.
Yeah. In T20,
they are a very formidable team.
Among the new ones like Italy and other teams,
honestly speaking, I haven't seen their game till now, so it will not be right to make any comments without seeing their play. But Scotland is a good team, although they were 21st and came in. They may be lucky.
So now another allegation that many people say that BCCI, though Jaisa is no more with BCCI, is ICC president, but BCCI is actually remotely run by Jaisa through you. How true is this?
Absolutely incorrect. Jaisa is in ICC, and I do take his advice sometimes because he represents India in ICC. And he has a long experience. He is in BCCI as well as in the State Cricket Association of 2009. I can take advice from him. I can take advice from many others. So we do take his advice in times of crisis.
How frequently people will judge you on that?
No. Whenever there is required, I don't have to take his advice for minor issues. Like there was an issue in Kerala yesterday, day before yesterday, that regarding the prices of the water. So these things would not, but sometimes we, like running of the COE, the Center of Excellence, we are setting up a system in Bangalore that is an international standard facility we have developed, and it was Jaisa's brainchild. So how to take it to the next level, I am taking advice from him because he had the total knowledge. He built it from the scratch, from procuring the land to set up all the 3 grounds with all the facilities, setting up of the proper coaching teams, the technical teams. So there are some vacancies now. We have to fill up those. So certain areas, definitely I take his input. There is nothing wrong, and he represents India. Now I come from Assam. Assam Cricket Association also sometimes takes my advice because one thing is that I am well connected with the things, and I know the nitty-gritties of Assam Cricket Association. So Jaisa also knows the nitty-gritties of Indian cricket. He was the Gujarat Cricket Association Joint Secretary from 2009 onward. He was not there overnight. He had a long experience. So just like what Dalmia has done, what IS Binder has, Jaisa has a long imprint in the development of Indian cricket. So there is nothing wrong if we take some advice in times of crisis.
There is another layman question before I go back to Jaisa. Many people have asked me, which is older, BCCI or Rajiv Shukla ji?
You have to, of course, BCCI.
So, okay, jokes apart, going back to BCCI, Jaisa's appointment was also criticized that he is son of the Union Home Minister Amit Shah ji, so it's a political appointment and all that. But if you look at BCCI history, politicians have always been associated with BCCI cricket. Why is it so? Is it because cricket is popular, or is it because cricket is all about money, or is it power? What
not only politicians.
BCCI a magnet for politicians?
No, I don't agree with you. There are a lot of lawyers in BCCI. Shashank Manohar, Arun Jaitley, a lot of other lawyers are part of BCCI.
Jaitley was also a politician.
But he was more known for his legal brain and legal acumen. So he was also part. So you can say
what attracts your breed to the to BCCI. I mean, see, when you talk about lawyer, you are also a lawyer.
There are a lot of lawyers in BCCI and a lot of lawyers in ICC also.
So lawyers and politicians, why they?
No, because they are free to join. Because if you are in civil service, your service conditions will not allow you to be a part of a administration or a sports body. A IS officer is not straight away allowed to be a part of any sports organization. They have to take a lot of permissions. If the permission is not granted, he cannot be a part of it. So there are a lot of difficulties. So a lawyer can easily become a politician. Or a doctor can easily become a politician who is having an independent practice, but not the persons who are into some service. But Rajiv Shukla was a journalist. So journalists are also in BCCI.
Okay. Okay. So, coming back to Jaisha, he has introduced certain reforms. The most significant reform was the parity in payment for women cricketers, and then he uplifted the whole women cricket game in India. Brought in WPL, and of course, thanks to a lot of infrastructure and training development, we also won we had wonderful cricketers, no doubt about that, and we won the T20 World Cup also. So how can you throw some light on how all these things started? Means who actually moved those decisions that okay, now BCCI has the money, we have the control, so let's do something for some drastic reforms for
I have
cricket.
seen it myself, how Jaisa pursued and forced this decision on us. He observed that women's cricket is the cricket in the future. So he had his idea that we have to develop cricket in women's sector. So in 2022, when I became the joint secretary, Jaisa was repeated as a secretary. And in the first Apex Council meeting, he mooted this idea that there should be parity of men's cricketer vis-a-vis the women's cricketer. So he mooted, and that idea was placed in our meeting, and there were a lot of resistance. Jaisa was firm that we have to give it, and finally it was true. That was the game changer. Next game changer was the introduction of WPL. In the same year, we mooted the idea of having a mirror image of IPL. We want to have it in for women's also. That idea was also mooted by him, and it was worked. And we decided that we will float the tender and RFP. All these things happened. Bidders came. Nobody thought that it could have such success. The amount which we expected from the franchisees, it overshoot many times, and it became one of the better leagues than many other men's league across the world in cricket. So these two are the game changers, and these are two ideas of Jaisa which he convinced the Apex Council, which I was also a part, to help him to take forward this idea and implemented it. And you see, when on 2nd of November 2025, India became the women's champion in the ICC World Cup. So that is the roadmap initiated by Jaisa in 2022, and in 25 November, it ripped up, it gave us the fruit. Whole country is rejoicing the success of our women's cricketer. Now our women's cricket is in a different level now. Lot of girls from various interior places, including from Assam, are joining cricket. They are giving up other sports because they see BCCI has a robust domestic cricket, and identically in women's sector also they see a future that if the girl is playing cricket in any format in the various remote areas or districts or the states of the country, they see that they can have a livelihood in future through cricket. So that confidence they have now, seeing the success of our women's cricketer. And this, I am sure, will take women's cricketer to a different, and this is real women's empowerment in our country.
You mentioned about Assam, about girls coming forward to play. We have a member in the national team also, Uma Chetri. But recently in Ranji matches and some other tournaments, we have seen teams from Northeast, including Assam, they have performed very poorly. Other teams have made obnoxious kind of records, ridiculous records. And there is a criticism that they don't match, actually. They should not be playing against each other. Like Italy playing a test match against India or Australia kind of thing. Why did that happen? Means because you are from Assam. Where are the teams from Northeast? They are lacking.
So for
what can you do to change?
So for Tripura and Assam, they are playing decent cricket. Assam was semi-finalist in Vijay Hazare Trophy in 2022-23 and in Mustaq Ali in 2023-24. So out of 42 teams in the country, Assam became top 4 in 2 formats of white ball cricket 2 years ago.
Yeah, but this year they got clobbered also.
This year they played horribly bad. Even in Ranji Trophy, they played very bad. But again, in under 16, Assam team played very well. They played up to the semi-final, lost to Maharashtra in the semi-final. And one boy, Aman Yadav, out of 8 innings, he scored centuries in 6 innings, including 170 against Bombay and better teams. So talents are there. So far as apart from Assam and Tripura, the other states are quite new. All these Meghalaya, Nagaland, Arunachal, Mizoram, Manipur, they got their membership and affiliation in the full format in 2018 after the Supreme Court's intervention. So this is the growing process. It will take some time to come to the level of the states which are playing crickets for decades. So they are hardly 7-8 years old, whereas the other states are playing from 1930 onwards. Assam is playing from 1948 onwards. So now Assam is a little bit stable, but this year performance is really bad. So I think Assam Cricket Association will take appropriate steps to get better performance in the coming years.
Okay, also another question that we had a discussion, informal discussion about ever since you became BCCI secretary and before that joint secretary, a lot of people started calling you, especially before the matches. So do you get a lot of calls from people, even those who say criticize in public about BCCI administration, about your appointment, JSR's appointment, or many other things in Indian cricket that are happening, and then suddenly they also call you, match ke paas milega?
These are part of life.
But do you get such calls?
And I do get. That is not an issue. Getting calls is very normal. I get calls from all quarters of people.
No, I'm talking about particularly
the same people who are
criticize the functioning of BCCI.
This is in every sphere of life. In every sphere of life, you get this kind of reactions or this kind of requests for various benefits. So this is part of the life and part of the society. So we have to.
How do you handle this?
We just ignore it. We have to be professional here. We just be a professional and do. If I have the additional passes, I do give. I don't keep any hatred or any ill feeling against anyone. They have their right to give opinions about anything, isn't it? Any decision you take, there can be one who will support you, one who will oppose you. You cannot imbalance that equation. 50% will always be happy, 50% will be unhappy. Whatever way. Today you are successful, some people will love it, some people will not love it. If you become unsuccessful, the same people who are loving you, they will be upset. But the other people will be elated. So that is the philosophy of life.
So if BCCI is doing everything right, of course,
and you cannot change that equation.
Of course,
the percentage you cannot change.
If BCCI is doing everything right, and of course it has done wonderful for Indian cricket, means it's perhaps the only board among all sports bodies which has been successful. But why is BCCI not under RTI? Why are you so against transparency?
I don't think there is any requirement of any transparency in that respect.
Because
if suppose RTI, they will ask us the minutes about the selection committee's meeting. Will we be able to give it?
Why not? Let's be transparent.
No, you cannot. 5 selectors have 5 different opinions. Why it should be in public domain? It's the internal meeting. Your core committee meetings of your channel.
If the Collegium of the Supreme Court now list out the reasons, why can't BCCI do the same? You are in a very unique position.
You have to go to the basic objective of the RTI. When you are taking any fund from the government, then only you come under the domain of RTI. BCCI is rather contributing to the government rather than receiving any fund. All other associations.
But BCCI cricket is also an emotion in the country.
Emotion is fine, but how it will help the development of cricket if RTI is there? To come under the domain of RTI, you have to first receive the fund from the public exchequer. We are not receiving fund for single rupee from the public exchequer. BCCI is one of the main organizations of the country who is contributing to the public exchequer. We are paying such huge amount of taxes in various forms. You will be amazed to know.
But many also argue that because of this lack of transparency.
No, because RTI, you were telling about me RTI. So you have to go, which are the associations, which are the organs of the society or public administration, who comes under RTI. The basic criteria is that you must receive fund from the government. So as we are not receiving, how we should be accountable?
But there should be some level of transparency.
That transparency Supreme Court has already taken into account. That
but those Lodha Commission...
No, forget about Lodha Commission. Supreme Court approved constitution consists of one condition. That condition, there should be a representative from the CAG. Comptroller and Auditor General. So that representative is part of our 9 members Apex Council. So for all financial things, he is an independent person. He does not represent any state. He is directly representative of the CAG and he looks after every financial dealing in BCCI.
Even after all these, the BCCI remains a very closed door. Outsiders cannot get into the BCCI ecosystem unless they are connected to someone or the other.
This is your personal. I fully disagree with you. You can come to BCCI straight away. You have to first be a representative of a district, go to your state association, be a part of the state association, and from the state association, one can be nominated to BCCI.
On paper?
No, not on paper. We have our general body. Every association has a representative BCCI. And out of those persons, those representatives, the Apex Council and the other members of the BCCI General Council are elected. So it is not a paratrooping in BCCI. You have to follow a proper channel. When I became a BCCI Joint Secretary, initially I was a representative from Guwahati Sports Association to become Secretary of Assam Cricket Association. While I was in Assam Cricket Association out of the Apex Council nominated me for BCCI. That way I went to BCCI and participated in the election. It is a democratic process. The perceptions which you are trying to portray is absolutely incorrect. People may have some will to come to BCCI and they are not coming. But first they have to enroll themselves in a club to become a representative of the district. Then they have to jump to association of the state. Then they have to come to the national association, that is BCCI. So unless, do you represent any club? I'm just giving, I'm that layman talking, those work, I am not individual, don't take it individually. The person who is complaining this, let you please ask him that whether you represent any club, whether from that club you go to your district association, whether from the district association you go to the state association. There's a proper channel.
I have a very simple answer. It's as idealistic as it is said about Indian politics that anybody can join a political party, and if you are good, BJP
ultimately number counts. The number counts in a democracy.
Go up. Yes, of course, the number. So how you manage the number is also itself a big question.
That is your competence. Otherwise, you must have some support. You must have some support.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That how you manage that support.
So if you look at all the office bearers of BCCI from 1930 onwards, everybody has that backing and the support. Backing means the support of his association, support of the other association. Unless you have that, you cannot be a part of the BCCI.
Yes, you have to be an absolute good politician to be successful within BCCI. That's what my understanding is. Of course, on paper, it looks completely transparent, very organized, very constitutional.
Nobody is stopped. Everybody has a straight way. They can straight away come to BCCI, but through a proper channel. You have to follow that channel. If you take that road, that in destination will be BCCI. And from that, you can go to ICC also.
Let's take a different road. So tomorrow, if I invite you to watch a cricket match or to go for biking, which will you pick up?
Just repeat the question.
Tomorrow, if I invite you just to go and watch a normal cricket match, not something like India playing World Cup final or something, like a random cricket match, or go biking in your HD, which one will you pick up?
If you had put the question that whether you want me to go and play, then I would have said I would have gone and played cricket. But if you want me to see a match, I would rather prefer to go for a motorcycle ride.
Okay, play I didn't say because you have retired now. So you are in the...
No, for a friendly cricket, I always prefer going to play the game. It's
So
always
cricket is always your first love.
priority number one.
But many in Assam, at least in Northeast,
The passion is cricket as well as
they know you are a fantastic biker. Means you have traveled across the globe in your bike. So which was the latest country you discovered?
recently, last year I have done it in USA, Route 66. It was a 8 days ride. So it was fantastic, crossing 6 states out of 8 states, which covers the Route 66. It's a very historical route, and I enjoyed it thoroughly.
There are very few people who I follow very intensely on social media. Follow means I follow a lot of people, but I regularly check. One is you, not because you are BCCI president or advocate general, but because I really envy your photographs when you go for those bike rides. It's across the globe. So that probably many people do not know.
Thank you.
So how do you develop this?
Because I love playing cricket, but I had injury in my left knee, so I had to go for 2 surgeries, and after that I cannot play cricket in the right earnest. So I thought that some other passion I have to develop.
Thank God, बहुत सारे तीहू बच गए.
ऐसा नहीं है. So during I have lot of vacations in my court also. Court works like a school. We have summer vacation, winter vacation, puja vacation, puja. So during vacations, if I stay in Guwahati, my vacation is never a vacation. I have to keep on working off the court in my chamber. So I decide to go away from my hometown.
So I want to understand this. So as the Advocate General, you deal with the Assam CM Himanta Biswa Sharma, who is a workaholic. And your job as Advocate General plus BCCI Secretary plus your biking.
Let me clarify. I worked with Didi Lapang also when he was the Chief Minister of Meghalaya as Additional Advocate General. I was always looking after his cases. Then I worked with Tarun Gogoi also few years. Then I worked with Sarbananda Sunwal as Senior Advocate General. And now with Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, I am the Advocate General since 2021.
But Dr. Sharma is in a different league, in a sense, the way he functions.
Yeah, because I know him in and out. Because
you were a friend.
No, more than a friend. We practiced together in Guwahati High Court. When he was a practicing lawyer, he was a very successful lawyer. So he practiced from 1994. I joined in 1997. So both of us dealt with more than 1,000 cases during his tenure till 2001 when he became the MLA. So I have a lot of experience of dealing cases with him. We jointly done the cases. When he was practicing, he was arguing I was his assisting counsel. But most of the time when he's off, because sometimes during the case also he have to go for his political meeting. So I have to take over. That gave me the opportunity to argue the cases at a very early stage in Guwahati High Court. So I know how to deal with law cases, and he being a part of that system, so it is much easier to work with him, being he knows the nuances of the legal practice. So that thing helps me actually. So I'm grateful to him that he has reposed that confidence in me and allowing me to perform my job as an advocate general.
So do you get calls at 3 in the morning?
Every day I have to keep the phone open for him at night.
You keep the phone open for the CM?
CM and also for our ICC chairman. When he was BCCI secretary, he used to give me...
You have 2 tormentors. One is Dr. Sharma, one is Mr. Jaisha.
Because they are workaholic and they think about their work. They are so professional. I have learned a lot of things about the law practice from Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma. And so far as cricket is concerned, Jaisha is my mentor.
Okay, so you... how do you handle these 2 individuals who are workaholic? Plus, you have a very active social life. And see, not only biking, I see you in cultural events, and not that you were just attending cultural event or just being present here, but you actively participate in things, and you are with your friends. And I have seen even after becoming BCCI Secretary, Advocate General, you are still seen with your school and college friends. Mostly, means I see you mostly among them only. So how do you maintain this? A lot of people after a little bit of success, they always scream about
I
not
realized one philosophy of life, that don't change your position on the basis of your positions which you are holding. in various professional fields. Once these positions are gone, these are all have a time limit. There is an expiry date of BCCI secretary also. There is an expiry date for the advocate general also. I'll always be a senior advocate in my life. And I will always be a person, a part of the society. So I keep my friends intact so that when these positions are not there, I'm still at ease with my friends.
Who is the harder taskmaster, Dr. Sharma or Jai Shah?
Jaisa, when he was BCCI secretary, I had the opportunity to learn a lot of things from him. He was so meticulous, especially the financial parts and the planning of the events. So I had learned a lot of things. Now he is in ICC, I am relaxed a bit. But so far as Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma is concerned, he is a workaholic like anything, 24/7. So everybody in Assam knows that, but I knew it from my college days. So in college also, whole day we do the classes, evening works, etc. Because he and myself, we studied both in college as well as in the law together. So till 8:30 we attended the law classes. From 9 o'clock, I go and retire, and he goes and start his the school students politics, and that continues for 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. This is what he was telling in some interview yesterday also. So I have seen it personally when in my younger days as a student. So Himanta Biswa Sarma, you can receive his call at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Jaisa, I get the call at 5:30.
In the morning or
in the morning?
Okay, so he's a early riser. Or
Yeah.
So,
but everybody are very professional and very thorough and very focused on their job at hand. So these are learning things for us, because I was having a very relaxed life. So when I fall into this environment, I have also trying to change myself and adapt to this system.
So again, going back to BCCI, it may not be a big event, big crisis or anything, but in your tenure, whether as a joint secretary or as a secretary till now, what is the toughest crisis that you have handled? It may not be involving a lot of people. It could be involving one person. One small incident may also rattle you. So
the biggest challenge was whether India would go and participate in Asia Cup. That was one big challenge that happened last year, February, March. And prior to that, just I took as in-charge secretary at that point of time in December 2024. So in the middle, Jaisa left for ICC on 1st December 2024, and I took the in-charge secretaryship on 9th of December. At that point of time, the issue was whether, because Pakistan was hosting the Champions Trophy, so what will be the fate, whether India will go there or not. So at that point of time, I had lot of negotiation with my counterpart in Pakistan, and finally a solution was found out. We signed an agreement for 3 years that in any ICC events, India will not go to Pakistan, and Pakistan will not come to India, and we'll always have a third country. So that agreement we have signed in December 2024, and it will be there for a period of 3 years up to 2020. So that part, it was a very challenging. At the very beginning, I faced it. Rest, it was quite easy. Cakewalk, I should rather say.
My controversial questions, I have kept it till the end. So the nation wants to know, Virat Kohli and Gautam Gambhir, are they fighting or not?
I have never seen them fighting. They are in very good cordial relationship.
The whole world has seen them fighting on the
that I haven't seen it.
During the IPL, we all saw.
IPL?
Yeah.
I did not. Maybe I did not saw that match because I am with them when they are representing the country. So IPL, every match is to watch, and every match is not possible.
No doubt, you are a good lawyer.
94 matches you cannot see, because otherwise I won't be able to attend my chamber in the evening.
Yes, of course. Now I realize you are a good lawyer. The CM is not wrong in his choice. That the whole world saw one match where Gautam Gambhir and Virat Kohli, of course, they patched up later. But there is a perception that Gautam Gambhir wants Virat Kohli out of the team.
That perceptions may be in the, but he is in the team always.
Yeah,
Gautam Gambhir is also in the team. So we see the results.
Is it a fact or not?
Have you seen Virat Kohli not in the team when he is playing?
He's only in the ODI.
He has retired from the other two formats.
So the question is that whether Gautam Gambhir forced Virat
Nobody
Kohli
can
and
force
Rohit
any-
Sharma's retirement.
Nobody can force a player of the stature of Virat Kohli to take a decision. He is into that level. He is
So-
not an ordinary player. He is a legend in Indian cricket. So nobody can force him to take any decision unless he takes that decision himself.
So there is no pressure from the board.
Absolutely, bro. Board will not interfere in the career of any player. We only select player, and we only, if the player is performing, we select. If the player is not performing, we request them to go for the domestic cricket. That is the role of BCCI.
Okay, I will take that. The same applies to Rohit Sharma also, because the perception was the same, that Gautam Gambhir didn't want these two senior players.
These are your perceptions. I
Not
do not
mine.
want.
You must have
You are representing the people, so I am saying
must
that
have read in a newspaper, and
there are a lot
social
of
media.
people write lot of rubbish also.
Okay.
So we cannot comment on the rubbish or
All
the
those-
comments opinion
All those
of some of
conspiracy theories.
these are things for you to investigate, not for us to look into.
Because
We get the
you know the inside
we
information.
in the inside, because we don't see those things in us. When we interact with all these people, we have lot of meetings together for the interest of the team. We don't see all these things. These things never was discussed also. It never cropped up in any of the meetings.
Okay. So my colleagues are here. Anybody has any question? Yeah, please.
Hi sir, my name is Rahul. So as much as I love cricket, so first of all I would like to ask you a question about cricket only. Sir, Mohammad Siraj being a very crucial part of 2024 winning World Cup team, so he was not included in the 15 for this 2026 World Cup. So Harshit Rana somehow replaced him. So sir, can you shed some light, was he communicated by you guys that we are not keeping you in the playing 11 due to some reason?
So far, BCCI constitution allows the selection committee headed by the chairperson to deal with all these issues. So after every selection, when the team plays a market tournament, we allow our chairperson to sit in a press conference and give all these answers. So whatever question you have, you kindly come to our chairperson. He will give, because we are not authorized and we are not privy to all the discussions which had taken place during the selection of a particular player or the team.
So are you not involved directly in the selection?
The selection, the constitution is very categorical on that. So far as the cricketing matters are concerned, team selection, there are two selection committees. One is the senior selection committee headed by Ajit Agarkar, and there is a junior men's selection committee headed by Sharad. So those selection committees are the competent authority in BCCI to select the teams. This is their domain. As administrators, we do not have any say or interference in those meetings.
Did you ever get any call from any player who has been left out? Sir, मुझे क्यों नहीं लिया गया? Forget about social media.
They know that I am not the right person, or Rajiv Sukla is not the right person to give answer to this. They know it very well. The system is well understood by all the players and who are involved with the game
So
of
the
cricket.
BCCI president, secretary, they never put any pressure
No,
on
absolutely no.
selectors.
No. It is not our job, and we are not allowed by the constitution also, because everybody may have lot of opinions, but the opinion formed by the team of selectors, that ultimately prevails.
Okay, anyone? Any question?
So recently, 1400 advocate of Guwahati High Court protesting against the government to relocate Guwahati High Court to New Guwahati, and you also claim that this is a politically motivated.
Yes,
And,
only.
if I am going to say that नरेंद्र मोदी जी बोलते हैं सर कि विरासत भी विकास भी, अगर ये गुवाहाटी हाईकोर्ट पुराना हाईकोर्ट विरासत है, तो आपको लगता है कि विरासत को लेके जा रहा है?
विरासत को नहीं ले जाएगा, ये विरासत यहीं रहेगा, क्योंकि द हाई कोर्ट व्हिच इज देयर, द गवर्नमेंट विल डेफिनेटली फाइंड आउट ए वे टू कीप इट एज ए हेरिटेज बिल्डिंग, एंड इन ऑल प्रोबेबिलिटी द ऑनरेबल चीफ मिनिस्टर विल अनाउंस समडे that a proper museum can be stationed there. Already in the first floor there is a museum in a very small area, but the whole building, the old High Court of Guwahati, in that High Court we don't have courts also now. We don't function in the old building. We are all functioning in the NXC building. All the courtrooms where the judges are sitting are in the NXC building. Old courtroom is basically used for various filing sections and storage. So there is a misconception or narrative being created that the whole High Court is still functioning. No, it is functioning as an office. But the new NXC building, where we have about 19 or 20 courts, where the judges' rank presently is going up to 30. So that building has very limited courts and very limited space for the advocates to sit and also for parking their vehicles. And therefore, the existing High Court may be covering a land area of about 7 to 8 bighas. The new area site where the new High Court building is proposed and already the work has started, it has a land area of 129 bighas. It's a big area which will comprise not only the High Court but the district courts and other tribunals, etc. So this will be a composite area where all the legal forums will be available, and it will be much convenient for us once the bridge, which is going to be open in next 12 days, on 14th of February, the bridge will be open. So it will be very easy for communicate also.
One last question. As someone from Assam, why Assam didn't host a single T20 World Cup match when we have the secretary from the state?
Very good question. Let me tell you, ICC allowed only 5 venues in the country. So we have to put forth the best 5 venues for hosting the international marquee event, which will be watched by all people across the countries.
So let me reframe the question. When will Guwahati become the best among the best 5?
Recently, the Guwahati will become, because we are not only looking, Guwahati has for the first time hosted the test match in November 2025 for the first time.
Yes.
The venues which we have selected, Calcutta, it has a long legacy of Eden Gardens. Delhi, Firoz Shah Kotla, now Arun Jaitley Stadium. The Narendra Modi Stadium is the best in the world. 132,000 capacity with best of facilities. Then Bombay, Wankhede, and Chennai, MH Chidambaram Stadium. So how can Guwahati, Barsapara, which was constructed only in 2017, will overtake this?
Okay.
So we are not taking Bangalore also, we are not taking Hyderabad also, we are not taking Mohali also. Lot of other venues are also not getting the opportunity. Therefore, we hosted the World Cup Women's 5 matches, including one of the semi-final in Barsapara Stadium.
So when will Guwahati Barsapara Stadium will challenge Narendra Modi Stadium as number 1, number 2?
Both are in different leagues.
When it's,
No, we do not want to.
It's Saikia, ensure that over 10 years later, both will be at par. One in the west, one in the east.
We can always hope for the best. But the thing is that Narendra Modi Stadium, as on date, is looking for hosting the Olympics in 2036. The same venue.
Of course, but why can't we have another one? Another one means
we
why
have to
one?
accept our
4 or 5 more.
No, one more thing. It is not only the stadium, it also the other logistical things. How many 5-star hotels we have here? Till now, we have 2 or 3. But that needs a big number of 5-star hotels. The airport connectivity. Why Guwahati could not host the final match of the Women's World Cup? Because of the logistical issue. Our airport is catering international connection to 2 or 3 places.
Yeah.
So there are some shortfalls. It is not only the stadium. Yes. Our stadium is one of the best in the country, let me tell you. The hospitality area, the facilities, it is one of the best. But still, when we have to select 5 places, it should go to the places which we have selected, and there is no ill feeling about anything.
Okay, there is. I said last.
And you do not put me into a difficult position when Guwahati is selected in place of Delhi or Bombay. All the missiles will come to me, so I do not want to take that.
Okay, my question is not about Guwahati, Delhi or Bombay, but there is also a perception that a lot of cricket matches, good matches, big matches, and now earlier Mumbai or Delhi used to host, or Mumbai or Kolkata, but now they are all shifted to Ahmedabad, because the perception I am saying, because Jai Shah or Prime Minister Modi or Union Home Minister Amit Shah ji. So there is a grip of Gujarat because of political power over cricket. How true is this?
Absolutely incorrect. BCCI works on a professional manner. When BCCI hosts a match in Ahmedabad and when it hosts a match in Let us take the example of Guwahati. Guwahati has
I am not even counting Guwahati. Let us talk about Ahmedabad, Mumbai,
let us take about Delhi then.
Kolkata, Chennai.
Yes,
Delhi.
Kolkata. In Kolkata, there is absolutely difficulty in parking places, number one. The total capacity in the stadium is 65,000. Earlier it was 1 lakh. It has been reduced 65. You compare with Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is 1,32,000. The hospitality area, I want you to go and visit the hospitality area of Narendra Modi Stadium and visit the same in Eden Gardens. Eden Garden people are telling me that they have to dismantle it and get a fresh. These are small rooms which are catering the hospitality. It is not by any standard up to the standard which we are looking for any international matches. There is acute shortage of hospitality area in Eden Gardens today. We have to accept that. And definitely CAB people, which sort of at the helm of affairs, they will do something to upgrade their hospitality areas. You cannot compare. There is no comparison so far as facilities are involved. Third is revenue generation also. So when 1,32,000 people, you will also ask me a ticket or your family or your friends. I can give in Ahmedabad. But if somebody asks me for Calcutta, it is very difficult because there is acute shortage of tickets which are available to us because they have so many clubs. They have to distribute with the clubs, about 300, 400 clubs. So very few tickets are left. So there are a lot of permutations, combinations, lot of internal things which you have to analyze before selecting a match. Take the example of Bombay. Hardly 10 cars are allowed to park there. Can you believe it in Bombay?
Okay.
So Ahmedabad is a pretty modern stadium with all the facilities. You can park 1,000 cars. The hospitality is wonderful. The other facilities are world class. So far as the stadium, which was built several decades ago in Eden Gardens, so they have passed their prime. So they have to do something new. Now in Bombay, already a narrative has been created that they are going to start a stadium in the outskirts to have all these facilities. So there are acute shortages. Take the example of Arun Jaitley Stadium. What is the capacity? Less than 30,000. You will come and complain that why people are not getting tickets for a marquee match. It is nothing to do with all the names which you have taken. It is the facilities and the convenience and the logistics which are taken into consideration when BCCI takes a call where to host a particular match. Take the example of Bangalore. We are not, till now, we are not sure whether we'll be able to host the IPL this year or not. You have seen what happened after the IPL victory last year. So the government is restricting us that unless certain things are done by KSCA, that is Karnataka State Cricket Association, you will not be allowed to host any international matches. So we are keeping on hold.
Is it because it's run by a Congress government?
That is the problem with sometimes with the journalists. They always see politics or some masala. It is not like that. How many persons died there? 11 persons. Was it for politics? It was not for politics. It was because certain areas there were not taking proper steps or proper facilities or not available. Now the government, after a high-powered committee has inspected, given some instructions with some facilities to be created there. The KSA is running against time to fill up and fulfill all those requirements so that they can come up to BCCI and say that we are going to host the IPL matches there. There's a big challenge and we are waiting whether Bangalore will host the IPL matches because this time RCB is the winner last year. So the opening match and the final match should be done by them. But BCCI is at a back foot, not being able to take a decision because if Bangalore is not fulfilling all the requirements as said by the High Court or the government there, we have to rule out Bangalore and a new venue has to be found out. So there's a big challenge. So the facility, because these are all old stadiums situated right at the heart of city, and that has created problem because when these stadiums were built, the kind of craze for cricket was not there at that point of time, or the people may not have that number of cars. But today, after 40 years, 50 years, every person has a car in their home. In the family, there are 4 cars.
Okay, I agree. All these except all these points. I do not cover cricket regularly. I'm a political reporters. So
That's why you fight
I
politics.
see politics in it.
Every time.
I would
I appreciate
all these answers to my cricket experts, and will check how true they are or not. But one thing I can tell you,
these are in public domain. What I am saying,
no, I'm
these are already
I'm just saying that I do not have the wherewithal to verify or not verify it immediately. But what I can say is that today you batted like a Virat Kohli innings. You played safe wherever it needed to play safe, and wherever you found the chance to attack, you attack. But you built it very nicely. Your wicket keeping skills are still intact. I can see you can anticipate the bowler, whether it will be a bouncer or not. You didn't miss any stumping opportunities, or you didn't allow a unnecessary bike. So fantastic. But yes, batting was not like the tormentor that you were. Today it was more of a crafted batting. But thank you so much, BCCI Secretary Devajit Saikia, for giving us time, IndiaTodayNE. And perhaps this is your first interview to a national media platform. You have avoided media. I know I have seen that. And being an Assamese, I bullied you into coming here.
I gave this interview for last 2 years.
For several missed opportunities, somehow we eventually sat down together. And thank you for your time.
And I hope the ICC World Cup will be a grand success in India.
Hopefully, we both can celebrate as not only the success of the event, also we retain the cup. So all the best to
Thank you.
BCCI,
Thank you.
all the best to all of us. And thanks to everyone for watching us. This was India Today NE, and I was your host, Kaushik Deka.
Thank you.
Thank you.